watching the brat. ChesaTheBrat, yeah. Get a subscriber tab. ChesaTheBrat.
What's up, y'all? Welcome back to my channel. If you're not already subscribed, girl, hurry up because this is where the tea is. I know a lot of people say they got tea, but when I say I got tea, baby, I got real tea, piping hot tea, period. Right now my Instagram is disabled. I don't know if I'm gonna get it back or not. And then I made another one and that one got disabled again. So really Instagram is just playing with me. So I'm gonna make a new Instagram. If you guys love me, follow my new Instagram. It's gonna be in the description box below. If you guys follow, I'm gonna be following a lot of you guys back, as well as doing a giveaway when I hit like 10K. It's gonna be crazy, so go ahead and follow. You'll also get updates on when I'm posting the next story time and just interactive things that I end up doing with you guys on Instagram. So yeah, before y'all jump me or y'all try to get mad at me or anything like that and y'all say, Chesa, you always say you don't want drama, you always say you're not into the drama. First of all, let me spit my gum out because that's rude. You always say you don't like drama, you always say you're not into the drama, you're above drama. Let me preface this whole story time by saying this. First of all, this whole situation happening is the main reason why last month I didn't post multiple story times and I didn't have a lot of videos for you guys. So this situation messed with my money and messed with y'all's entertainment. So y'all gonna want to hear this, okay? That's number one. Y'all really be chewing me up and spitting me out about me saying that I don't like drama and I don't do the drama, and then I boom pop out with a story time of me fighting somebody or whatever. 99% of the story times where I'm not getting scammed or I'm not avoiding violence are old ass stories, y'all. A lot of them are old stories where I was still young. I'm only 21 right now. I was just a teenager, just in high school, not that many years ago. It's just now that I'm trying to be cool, calm, and collected and get myself together because I'm 21 and I'm an adult and I'm trying to be on my grown woman shit. But don't get it twisted. I never said I'm no hoe. I never said I'm ducking anything that's coming straight for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not gonna go looking for drama, but sometimes it comes looking for me and I have to defend myself. Like, what do y'all want me to do? And don't act like y'all don't like it, because y'all messy and y'all be wanting the tea, so stop it. So first of all, boom, if y'all don't know nothing, before I even get into the whole story, if y'all don't know nothing, my camera, y'all, is my prized possession. This was my first camera. This is something that I paid for with one of my first brand deals. Like, this is something that I really worked hard to get and I really was proud of myself for being able to get, which is why I even still have it, even though it's broken. Yeah, this is my baby, and you play with this, you play with me. So we're gonna get into the story. I just wanted to, you know, make sure y'all knew how much I care about this camera. And if I'm looking, I have notes because it's just a lot. Like, it's a recent story, but it's a lot of stuff that I want to remember. There's a lot of stuff from the past that I want to make sure I include in this story time so y'all can know how everything even went down the way that it did. Boom, I have a friend and we're gonna name her Jojo, and the reason I'm naming her Jojo is literally because I cannot think of any bi girl other than Jojo Siwa. Like, I literally cannot think of anybody. I don't know, I don't want to misspeak. I don't know if Jojo Siwa is a lesbian or if she's bi, but for some reason that's the first person that came to mind when I thought of rainbows and LGBTQ, because I keep seeing Jojo and her girlfriend coming up on my For You page for some reason. So we're gonna name my friend Jojo. Me and Jojo have been friends going on, like, on and off, going on 4 years, and every time we were off, it was because of the girlfriend, okay? Her girlfriend would isolate her from a lot of her friends sometimes, and it was just a very toxic situation and bad situation all around. We're gonna give the girlfriend the name Laura. If y'all are on TikTok and y'all know about Laura and Norali, I don't know if y'all know who those people are, but Google it or go on TikTok and type in Laura and Norali. This girl gave such Laura vibes. It's just like, I can't give her any other name. She is a self-appointed STEM. So don't think that I'm just calling her that and that I'm ignorant to what she is. She identifies as a STEM, which is like a stud femme girl who sometimes, you know, just mixes up their look. Sometimes goes for a more stud look, sometimes go for a more feminine look. And yeah, she was a cool girl, so I thought, and I didn't have no problem with her, but she was really toxic. I did know that, and my friend would tell me about, you know, situations with them and their significant others, and I always heard nothing but toxic things about Laura. Before I tell y'all how we got here, let me give y'all at least 2 little situations that I've witnessed in, like, person, so y'all can see the red flags and know what the hell was wrong with this girl, because even knowing these stories and knowing what happened and witnessing this firsthand, I still don't know what's wrong with the bitch. So back in like 2020, 2021, they met on a dating app, and y'all, they did the most LGBTQ thing that I know, which before anybody comes for me, I'm part of the LGBTQ community, emphasis on the B, so don't even try to come for me. But y'all know a lot of lesbians or just a lot of girls tend to move in with their girlfriend like right after meeting them, fall in love super quick. Like that's just a gay girl thing. I don't know. So yeah, they moved in with each other about after a month of them dating. First mistake. But yeah, they were in love. After a month of them dating, they moved in together. Luckily though, for my friend Jojo, the place was in her name. The apartment was in Jojo's name and not in Laura's name. When I tell y'all I knew she was toxic, I just mean toxic tendencies. Things that she would do and say would be toxic. I was not under the impression that she was physical with her, or that Jojo was ever physical with her, or that they got physical with each other. Nothing like that, because if I would have known that, it would have been up off rip, because I don't play that. I explained to Jojo multiple times, if she ever gets physical with you, you need to leave her, because I don't care if y'all are both girls. Nobody's partner should be putting their hands on each other. That's too toxic. That is not okay. So I would always tell her, I don't give a fuck if she's a girl or not. If she hitting you, beat her ass and then leave, because that's not cute. You shouldn't be staying in no situation like that. And she always told me she would you know, leave her if it got to that or whatever. So, and y'all, low-key, that's why I could never date a girl, because if I dated a girl, we would be pepping each other up. I'm not gonna lie, which is why, you know, I just stay in my own lane, because y'all know girls can be really taking it there sometimes and can really dig under your skin. And like, I don't know that I would be able to be like, you know what, I'm not gonna beat your ass like I would do a random bitch off the street because I love you. Like, I don't see myself. I just don't. Okay, this isn't about me. This isn't about me. First incident. I was over Jojo and Laura's house one time while Laura was at work. And let me just for the people in the back that are going to be like, well, I see where she's coming from, because no. First of all, I was friends with Jojo long before she met Laura, like years before. Second of all, it don't matter. You can't just get with a girl and because she likes girls, you're going to isolate her from all her female friends. We not doing that. For one, I had a boyfriend. For two, I wasn't interested in my friend. My friend's type were literally studs. Not even stems usually. Studs or full-on masculine women. But she definitely did not like femmes, which her girlfriend knew that as well. I had never flirted with her. We had never kissed. Like, I had friends that I kissed. I had friends that I would flirt with sometimes. But this would not be that friend. Like, she was like a brother to me. Not even a sister. She was like she was like my homeboy. Like, literally, we were gang. Like, that was it. Just vibe. Like, we would literally just play the game with each other and talk about our, you know, situations, but it was never given that, like, getting drunk and kissing or none of that. So there was literally nothing for Laura to pick out and be like, oh, well, you guys do this thing that's inappropriate, or this makes me uncomfortable. Absolutely nothing. Mind you, she knew I was over there. They had a Ring camera, as well as her telling her the day before that I was coming over, because just like for courtesy, you know, I want to have a friend come over tomorrow type shit. She already knew I was coming over there. She never expressed no problem to me. She never acted weird towards me. I don't know what they talked about in private, but according to my friend and based off of just the vibe that I picked off, she never really acted weird towards me ever. So I don't know what was going on with this girl, what was in her water this day, or maybe she was just projecting. I don't know, but I don't know why this even happened, but let me get into it. We was playing Call of Duty. We was playing a game. We was watching the Fosters and shit. Like, we was just chilling. We were not really on our phones, which, again, my man was at work, and I don't know if it's just me, but if somebody's working, the person who's at work would most likely be the one that's not texting the person that's not at work, and the person that's not at work will be the one waiting on a response if there's any texting going on, not the other way around. Like, maybe if they on break or something, but, like, this girl had already talked to her on her break. Like, they already had got on the phone during the break or whatever. The break was over at this point. So, I don't understand why if you busy at work, why you expect this girl to be on her phone, checking her phone every second. But that's neither here nor there. So, about probably like an hour, if even an hour of us playing the game. We get on our phones. I'm scrolling on TikTok or Instagram. I don't really know exactly. And Jojo ends up texting. Like, she's like, tap, 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 tap. She's like so into her phone, straight face as fuck. And y'all know when y'all arguing with y'all man or with y'all girl or whatever, you arguing with your significant other, when you with your friends, and your friends are talking to you, and you don't want to look like you hurt, so you like, right, you just saying right to everything they saying. You just like, right, and you in your phone, you not paying attention because you arguing with your boo. So that's exactly what she was giving. So I peeped that. And I let her, you know, go at it for a second. And then I was like, girl, who are you arguing with? Laura? And she was like, yeah. She showed me the messages. And y'all, when I tell you, this girl probably sent her 100 messages. 100 messages back to back to back.
Jojo, what the F you doing? What the F you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing?
Like, she was acting as if she was at a party and in the middle of the night and wasn't responding or something. And even then, a lot of people would say all that blowing up the phone stuff is crazy. But if you my boo and you in the middle of the night somewhere and you're not hitting me back, best believe I'm blowing up your phone. I'm damn near going to turn into Krishan. Like, stop playing with me.
What do you mean by that?
But yeah, it hadn't even been an hour. And mind you, she hadn't even texted her something. She was all like,
why haven't you texted me nothing in an hour? What are you doing? What the F are you doing?
And it's not even like she was confused as to where she was or who she was with. Because like I said, ring camera, and she knew I was over there. So if you didn't text her, you was just expecting her to randomly text you. Like, do she gotta randomly check in every hour to like, what? I was so like baffled. I was like, what? She's calling me all type of putas and pendejas. She's going in, like, disrespecting me. Like, what is that doing over there? Like, what are y'all doing over there? Why aren't you on your phone? You being sus as fuck. Like, just going in on the girl. And I'm like, girl, what is wrong with her? And like, I don't know, y'all. I don't know if her manager got on her ass, or if her phone died or what. But she just, after all of that, she just stopped texting back. And my friend was crying. Like, I was so pissed. I was like, first of all, if this is the type of behavior that she normally has, thank you for not telling me, because I don't like that. But you definitely need to address that with her. And if she don't get that together, you're gonna have to, that's not okay. That's a red flag. That is not cute. I'm the type of friend who, I'm gonna tell you the real. If I feel like you and your significant other, like, I won't just go out of my way to give you my opinion on your relationship. But if I'm witnessing something firsthand and I know something is really toxic, or it's giving abusive vibes, or it's just giving like major red flag, and you're not speaking on that, I'm gonna speak on it. I'm gonna give you my advice. I'm gonna tell you what I think you should do, just because I care about you. If you don't take my advice, that's on you. I'll probably tell my friend plenty of times before I end up just letting you find your own way, because in toxic situations, which I have experienced myself, in toxic situations, abusive situations, nobody is going to leave until they're ready to leave. You can tell a person that's a victim of that 1,000,000 times to leave, and you'll call them stupid. You'll think that they're just a pushover or whatever. But a lot of times you will never understand that situation until you are in it, and it's a lot harder to leave than you think it is. And yeah, like, I could tell my friend all day, like, to leave her man, and she not gonna leave her man unless she wanna leave. So yeah, but yeah, this wasn't that situation though. I was just speaking. So boom, second situation is literally Jojo found a text message or text messages between Laura and one of her co-workers, and her co-worker's name in her phone was literally work wife. And y'all, that sounds so like why would you be dumb enough to put that in your phone? You shouldn't be texting no co-worker that you would consider a work wife, because to me that's cheating. I don't care. Like, don't be playing, bitch. I'm not even your wife. Why do you have a work wife when I'm not even your wife? And why do you have a work wife at all? Why are you not going to work and just doing your damn job? Don't piss me off. She finds the messages with work wife, and mind you, it had a heart. It was like work wife, red heart emoji. And obviously she was upset by that, as anybody else would. And y'all, something about Jojo, she is very kind-hearted. She's very understanding. She's very laid back. She's very calm. So the way she handled this situation is very different from how I and a lot of other girls would have handled that situation. But yeah, she basically, you know, she checked her about it, and she told her it's inappropriate. She's uncomfortable with that. And basically Laura gaslit the out of her and was telling her, you didn't find nothing inappropriate in the messages, because I guess the messages were friendly at most, but like there was nothing necessarily disrespectful. Well, to me, texting a bitch that I don't know you texting is disrespectful. Texting a bitch in general is disrespectful, unless she your family or me or your mama or something like that. Or texting a bitch and being friendly, disrespectful. But there was nothing explicit in the messages or anything for Jojo to literally be like, what the F is this type shit. So she used that to try to manipulate and gaslight her into saying like, well, you can't consider that cheating if there's nothing in the messages that's inappropriate that you can point out to me. Like, this is just my co-worker. She was saying stuff like, it's a running joke at work that we're work-wise because we work with each other a lot, so people just call us that, and it's nothing like that. Jojo has met this girl, and this is a girl who is well known in her area or whatever of being somebody who likes to wreck homes and just not a real classy, we can call it, girl. So she didn't like that. And on top of that, this is also a girl who she's been around at, just with Laura at her little work stuff or whatever, and she's been cold and just non-acknowledging of her presence, but she'll say hey to Laura and give her a hug type shit. Like, y'all know them type of bitches.
Oh my god, corny, lame, boo, tomato, 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 I'm throwing tomatoes.
And I basically at this point was telling her, like, you really deserve better than this. This is a hot mess. She would not F with this if you did it to her, but she ended up staying. So we're gonna fast forward from then all the way until now, and we have fallen out, not like argued or anything, but just her isolating her from me a lot, and we just us going our separate ways and stuff, and just doing different things or whatever, but we still always kept in touch, always followed each other and stuff like that. And then we got a little bit closer some months ago, and we've been talking ever since and hanging out and stuff like that, and she was still with her. Now we were just doing things together, going places and stuff like that, and we weren't really too much talking about Laura, because every time we get into talking about Laura, I don't really have too many nice things to say. And my mama told me that if I don't got nothing nice to say, not to say nothing at all. And I'm not the type of bitch to not say nothing at all. So we were just not gonna talk about Laura. Whenever it was that I told y'all my camera died and stuff, fast forward to this day, I don't know, it was a random, probably Tuesday or Wednesday, and I get a call from Jojo, and she's crying. She's telling me that she just broke up with Laura. She's done with Laura. She had her last straw. She done found a bitch in her car. She had, in her car, like, Laura had taken Jojo's car to work a couple times, and Jojo found this makeup case and other things in her car that Laura didn't even care to remove from her car in the first place. So it's almost like she wanted her to find out. She wanted her to see that. She kicked her out the house. She's asking me, can I come over? She wants some company. She doesn't know what to do. She's crying her eyes out, y'all. And I'm like, okay, babe, I'm finna be on my way. And where's Laura at now? Because I wanted to know, like, do you know where she went or what? Because she told me that she kicked her out and put all her stuff outside. She ends up telling me that Laura took her whip, like Jojo's whip, and ended up driving off, and she doesn't know where she went. She didn't take all her stuff. She just drove off because she locked her out of the house. She wouldn't be able to come back inside. I was like, oh nah, that's not finna go down. So I went over there, and y'all, I was fully prepared to be there to defend her in any case, but I was not going over there to fight. I was not going over there to do nothing. I literally had my nails on, all of that. So I went over there, I pulled up, I parked my car in the driveway, and I went inside. I go inside immediately. She is crying, y'all. So I don't even take my purse off. I still have, y'all, my big ass tote bag, which I'm gonna end up showing y'all at the end because my tote bag is so dirty from this whole situation. But I end up having my Marc Jacobs tote bag on because I was already out and about when she had called me. And I'm sitting on the floor literally with this girl, consoling her. She's crying and she's like, she really loves her, but she can't do it no more. Like, once she's seeing physical evidence of this, she can't do it no more. And I'm like, what do you mean physical evidence? Wasn't the last thing that she did texting that girl at work? Did she do more than that? And she's showing me, y'all, screenshot after screenshot of her messages with different women, just a bunch of dirty laundry that she's like now spilling to me. Like, she's airing out all the dirty laundry that she left in the hamper because she knew that her crazy ass friend would not go for that. She would have told me. Like, y'all know when y'all have a significant other and they do dirt and you tell your friends and family, they will never forgive that person. So just a little advice: if you have somebody that you know you're not gonna leave, so I'm not even gonna tell you just to leave. If you know you're not gonna leave, don't tell your friends and family Nathan, because if you tell them, you might forgive that person and want to be back with them, but they're never going to forgive them, and it's just going to be awkward and it's going to be hell. So just don't do that. To describe Laura, she's not a big girl, width or length. She's about 5'4". I'm 5'2". I'm pretty small, but she's not that much bigger than me. She's like 5'4", and she's not that much bigger than me weight wise, but she is a little bit bigger than me. So not nobody intimidating, not nobody that I can't take. And even if she was the biggest bitch ever, y'all already know how I'm coming. Like, it don't even matter. But just letting y'all know, she's not really somebody intimidating. But Jojo is just not the type of girl that would fight you, like, unless you hit her probably. But she's not into fighting. She's not into, like, you know, she's not really confrontational.
I am. I am.
But me, I'm finna turn up. So, like I said, I pull up over there, skirt, boom. And I'm telling her everything's gonna be all right. I'm telling her she deserves so much more than her, but to let herself cry, waste all them tears on that girl, and then you won't care no more. I said, let's do a girls' night, let's get drunk, because that's the type of thing that Jojo would do for me if I needed her like that. So I was just telling her, I can invite some friends over, we can get pizza, we can get drunk, I can stay the night with you if you want me to. Like, her. Like, that's how I was really feeling. And she's like, okay. And y'all, before everything could just become magical and beautiful and I could do this beautiful little movie night or girls night with my friend, guess what the happens? Why did Jojo forget? Well, I probably would have forgot too, so I'm not even gonna hold Jojo, but Jojo, I guess, ended up forgetting to remove Laura from the Ring camera after kicking her out of the house. Luckily, Laura always lost her keys. Like, she did not have a key to the house. Like, there would be so many times where Jojo would have to open the door for her, or unlock the door for her, or leave the door unlocked for her and stuff like that. So when she locked her out the house, she didn't have no key, but she did have the Ring camera. So I don't know if it was a coincidence of her just coming back to drop off the girl's car that she stole, or if she peeped that I was there through the Ring camera, or what, because I walked right in the front door. I was like, I'm here, bitch. But yeah, she ends up pulling back up, but she doesn't end up pulling back up by herself. She ends up pulling back up, and there's a car behind her that we do not recognize. Well, I wouldn't recognize it probably because this isn't my circle, but she didn't recognize the car. I'm parked in the driveway, so Laura parks Jojo's car on the side of the street, like on the side of the house, but not on the driveway, and this white Nissan Altima or whatever it was parks right behind that car, but nobody gets out of that car. So I'm like, oh Lord. We end up seeing her on the Ring camera walking up to the house or whatever, and I end up telling Jojo not to worry, because she starts crying more. Like, she starts crying about her like walking up to the door. So I tell her, babe, you can stay inside, I'm gonna go out there. Again, I wasn't going out there planning on fighting. I was just going out there to let her know that she needs to get the out of here and give her back her keys, run her keys, and be gone. Like, what are you doing? What do you think this is? So she's knocking on the door, like she's banging on the door saying all type of wild shit, telling her to come outside and all this other shit, telling both of us to come outside. So what do? I come outside. I come outside and I'm just like, Laura, you need to leave. She kicked you out. This is her house. You need to go. Like, give her keys, run her keys. And y'all, she does a whole maneuver around me. Like, she wasn't stunting me in this moment. She walks all the way around me and back to the door and starts screaming again for Jojo to come outside. So I scream and I tell her,
if you do something stupid, you're gonna really regret it.
And as soon as I said that, y'all, a random comes out that white Nissan or that white car that was behind her car. She doesn't come up like she's running up or nothing. She doesn't come up fast. She's walking slow. She's got her sunglasses on her head. She's got her phone in her hand. She's just walking up slow. Like, I guess she's preparing to break up a fight or something. I don't know what she was doing. But I didn't know who the bitch was. And I'll be damned if that's the bitch that Laura's cheating on my friend with, bringing her here to the house, and her just walking up like she don't know what the hell going on. So I'm like, and who are you? And she was like,
I'm here with Laura.
She didn't say it with no attitude. I guess she didn't want no smoke, or I don't know. But she was like, I'm here with Laura. And I was like, duh, but who are you? And then I get completely distracted from this because Jojo decides to come outside now, which I told her to stay in the house because I know how Jojo is. She's really emotional. She's not confrontational. But I guess she was fed up. So she walked outside. And as soon as she walked outside, I turn away from this other girl because she's not on nothing. And I turn around and I tell Jojo to go back inside. As soon as Jojo comes outside, Laura starts grabbing her up. Like, she don't hit her or nothing, but she's manhandling her, like telling her, let me back in the house. This is my house too. How do you have a with you and you're basically telling your girlfriend to let you back in the house? But then she starts saying that she still left stuff, and that she needs to grab the rest of her stuff to let her in the house, that she can't keep her from coming inside the house and stuff like that. And I'm literally like, as soon as she puts her hands on Jojo's shoulders, I grab Laura by her hood and I swing her on, like I swing her across, and she trips and falls on the ground. Like, I didn't slam her on the ground or nothing. I grabbed her by her hoodie in an attempt to try to pull her away from touching my friend. Like, you're not about to manhandle her like that. So I move her, and when I like drag her by her hoodie, she ends up falling on the ground. And when this happens, y'all, I end up taking off my purse because I have this big ass tote bag still on me, like I said, because I never took it off because as soon as I got in there, I was consoling my friend. So I still got the bag on me. I end up taking it off. And when I take off my tote bag, my camera is in it, my phone is in it, my perfumes are in it, and a bunch of other miscellaneous shit is in it. That stuff kind of plops out of my purse. Once I got my bag off and the stuff kind of plops out of my purse, I end up walking back to Jojo after getting Laura off of her, and I tell her to go back in the house. As soon as I'm over there by Jojo, Laura is grabbing my phone and my camera, and Hulk smashes that to the ground. She could have threw it a little harder, but she did what she wanted to do, and it's broken. But my phone, babe, I'm gonna put a picture or a video up of my phone. I don't have it no more because I had to send it in to get my new phone, but I'm gonna put a picture up on the screen of how my phone looked. My phone was coming apart. It was like, it wasn't even a whole piece. As soon as she does this, y'all, it's over with. I run over to Laura and start bing, 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 bing. I start stalling on her ass. Bing, 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 bing. I'm beating the bitch up now because you done broke my camera. Like I told y'all in the beginning, I have an emotional, spiritual, loving attachment to my camera. That was my first big girl purchase. That was my first investment in my career, in my YouTube, whatever you want to call this, in my social media influence. I have been wanting to be a YouTuber for years and years. I finally get a camera, and you're gonna destroy my property, so now I'm gonna destroy your face. Like, it's like, come on. So the little girl who got out of the car, that I guess was just there to stand there and look however she was looking, ends up pulling me off of Laura because I'm straddling her at this point, and I'm just beating her in because I don't know, like I feel like it's really corny when girls say they get in a fight and they black out, but like, you're playing with my money. And even if it wasn't about my money, you're playing with my audience, you're playing with their entertainment, and you're also just playing with me in general because this is mine. I don't give a fuck if I ever used it or not. You breaking my shit, and I have a problem with that. I beat the fuck out of her. The girl pulls me off of her. I push her off of me because why are you touching me? Everybody knows not to ever pull somebody off of somebody unless you want to get smacked too. But I didn't even do it to her. I didn't hit her too. I didn't beat her up. I didn't try to fight her. I just pushed her off of me. And Jojo is literally crying, y'all, but she's screaming like, if y'all don't leave, I'm gonna call the police. If y'all don't leave, I'm gonna call the police. So Laura takes her keys, y'all. She takes her keys and she throws that shit as far as she can throw it. I don't know what she was aiming for because in front of their apartment, it was just another set of apartments. Like, they had little, I don't even know how to explain them. Like, there were more townhomes than, they're townhomes, not really apartments, but there were another set of townhomes in front, and grass and leaves, and like, she threw that shit far as and just like got in the bitch car and they just drove off. So I'm like, what the hell just happened? And y'all, I'm not gonna hold y'all. I wasn't gonna include it, but I started crying because she broke my camera and my phone. I couldn't even call nobody. I don't need the extra expense. None of that. And I'm not a 12-ass bitch. Like, I'm not about to take this girl to court over my items, which a lot of y'all are gonna say it in the comments. You should have took her to court. You should have pressed charges. I'm not about to press charges on somebody that I beat the fuck up. Like, what does that look like? Like, I'm not about to do that. That was the charges. I pressed charges on her face. But after that, I got myself together because I didn't get my ass beat, so there's no reason to cry for real. Like, materialistic things are able to be replaced. My friend moved on, y'all. She moved on pretty fast after that. I guess she got the ick after seeing her ass get beat and all the cheating that girl was doing. She's moved on. And before y'all say that, oh, I shouldn't have told this story, like, because it has her business in it, she's the one who begged me to tell the story, y'all. She's been begging me since it happened to tell this story. We ended up spending like 15 to 30 minutes looking for them damn keys. We had to get her uncle to bring the leaf blower and blow the leaves to try to find her keys. We ended up finding them. The little keypad, like the little part like that you can unlock the car with, was broke, but like, we found her keys. We had a girls' night, and I mean, it wasn't the perfect night ever because she was still crying. Like, she was hurt, y'all. She was gonna be hurt for a while, but we did have fun. We did get drunk as hell, and Laura definitely got a restraining order placed on her. Oh, I don't know if it's done yet or whatever, but she definitely filed for a restraining order on her ass, and she hasn't said nothing else to me.
I know that's right.
And one thing about me is I'm gonna go hard for my friends and my family. Me, I probably wouldn't have fought her if she was like my girlfriend or whatever. Like, it don't really matter. A lot of times I'm not gonna fight you if you just bothering me, but if you bothering people I care about, or if you hit me, then it's gonna be a problem. Or if you touch my things, it's gonna be a problem because you touch them. You touch my things, I'm gonna touch you. Hope you guys like this story time. If you did, make sure you comment, like, and subscribe. Comment other videos that you guys want to see from me. Turn on the post notification bell so you never miss when I post a video. Follow me on all my social medias that are in the link tree in the description box below, except for my new TikTok, which is ChesaTheBrat, and I don't and my Instagram is going to be in the description box below because I'll have to create that before I upload this video. Remember, if you follow my Instagram, I'm following a lot of you guys back, and I will be doing a giveaway when I get to 10K followers, and a lot of y'all are going to benefit from that giveaway, so y'all might want to do it. For the people who care, anybody going through any type of toxic or abusive relationship, whether it be girl on girl, boy on boy, girl on boy, non-binary, doesn't matter. Just know that it can be really hard to leave that situation, and you'll want to hold on to the love, or you'll want to hold on to the good times or whatever, but nobody is worth being toxic and draining to you and even putting you in dangerous situations. So if you know you're in that situation, I can't just tell you to up and leave right now, because again, nobody leaves until they're ready to leave. But once you do, which I hope is sooner than later, stay gone. Don't go back, because a lot of things end up cycling. You might think that somebody changed, and 9 times out of 10 maybe they did, but not necessarily mean that they changed for the better, and it doesn't mean that they changed a significant amount for it to change the nature of y'all's relationship or how y'all's dynamic works. So just make sure you guys are keeping safe and prioritizing y'all's happiness and stuff like that. And yeah, that is the token of the story time. And I'm gonna catch you on the next one. Bye.